Welcome back, competitor. Today you're going to learn the fourth step to be a success story. And I love this step because it brings you into my story here at Eat This for Performance, and I get to share with you the way that I love to teach the important barriers that are coming up for you. And we all have them. Every single day we have maybe all of the barriers I'm going to mention. But they don't have to be barriers. If we name them, we are going to be that much more successful in overcoming them. And I am not talking about overcoming your environment. And when you talk about your environment in nutrition, it could be you're surrounded by the options that you don't want to eat and you end up eating them anyways, like chocolate or birthday cake or a big bag of chips. All of these things might seem like they're the barrier to your success, being surrounded by these foods, but actually they're not. And as soon as we say that fun foods are not the enemy, and we name the true enemy to your success, we start to be able to overcome the barriers. These barriers are things like self-sabotage, zombieing and eating that bag of chips when you didn't intend to. It could be having no performance options available to you. So you ate the non-performance options at the restaurant, like that plate full of French fries. Or it could be your bad influencers in your life. Sometimes your friends and family who are encouraging you maybe to take a supplement that ends up hurting your performance. It could be misleading nutrition guides. People or articles that are encouraging you and enticing you to do a behavior that's actually not performance enhancing. Now, all of these four you might have, like I said, every day, but you may choose one that is getting in the way more than another. Is it self-sabotage? Is it having no performance options available to you? Are they your bad influencers surrounding you? Or are they misleading, enticing nutrition guides that you desire to follow? So we would like to be your nutrition guide because we use sound science, proven science, and no supplement sales to let you know how we are understanding nutrition and how it can impact you to help you make really wise, smart decisions for yourself. And when we learn how to name the barriers to your success, we are going to start making those smart decisions. I love to call them the enemies because an enemy is someone who you fight off, fend off, overcome, vanquish, and they're no longer a barrier to you. And when you put something like self-sabotage as an enemy outside of yourself, you can then now fend off and fight off that self-sabotage that you so often think is yourself. No, it is not yourself. It is what I'm going to call a gobbler. So in my game, in my fun way of presenting these, you can watch how we're going to turn your epic story into this quest where the enemies have really interesting names that you can actually see how their characters can relate to that barrier and then overcome the barrier as you name the enemy. So step 4 in the Be a Success Story skill is to name the enemy of your success. You can use any way of describing that barrier, or you can use our fun names that we're going to describe in a few short minutes. So listen on for the fun story names, and then join me in the last video describing your Be a Success Story skill, last step, number 5, and then putting it all together. We're going to walk you through all the little steps that you need to take to vanquish the enemies of the Kingdom of Champions. Yes, we have enemies. Be careful. You don't know. There could be one lurking around the corner right now. We have gobblers and wardens and evil wizards and knights of dark influence. You will vanquish those enemies and learn how. So let's get going. Don't wait. We want you to succeed in this quest and be named a champion in the Kingdom of Champions.